Hey, what's going on, guys? Wanted to do a quick little video on the inspections and testings of rongeurs. Now, there are different types of rongeurs, but this is a Lexel type rongeur. It is a double action, which means that it has two pivoting points. Okay, so two common points and then another pivoting points to give it a stronger biting action. It has a finger grip here to give you a better bite. You have the jaw, you have the shanks, you have the springs, okay, and then you got the handles. Okay, so your inspection points are your screws. Okay, so there's a few sets of screws here. You want to make sure that they are flush, and a lot of times you'll see them either soldered in or punched in so that they don't back out while the surgeon's using them. There's also another set of screws holding these springs together. That is a huge inspection point, as that is a common area where the springs will crack after a certain amount of usage. Okay, these springs do come apart, right? So if you put enough force in there, they will come apart, and that is an inspection point for soil to accumulate, right? And that's over in the decon side, but over here in prep and pack as well. And you also want to inspect where the joints come in at, right? So there'll be some soil in this area here, and a lot of times you should see these guys go through semi-open. There are these nice little clamps that are sewed to put around there to keep it open while it's being washed, because there'll be some soil accumulated in there as well. See those little joints? Soil likes to hide in those little crevices as well. So you've inspected, you were looking at the jaw to make sure that there's no, you ain't biting on a piece of metal or using this as a wire cutter. You want to make sure that you don't have any bends or cracks or anything in the jaw area. Soil, okay, so you want to make sure that there's no blood or bone, because this is used to cut bone. All right, this is used most likely and most frequently in spine surgery, so they're used to cut pieces of bone off. All right, so to test this, you want to grab a little index card, and I'm going to show you two ways. All right, you can grab a plain index card, all right, and you want to get a nice bite, all right, nice and clean. Now, as you're testing, I always say, make sure you're retrieving the piece of item that's been. But if you look at that bite, as you can see, I'm covering, that's a nice smooth bite, all right, no jagged edges. It's not looking like this. I'm gonna purposely. It's not looking like that. That's a bad bite. Okay, a good bite is you want to put nice pressure on there and bite through. It should be a nice clean bite. Now, this is a thinner index card compared to some of the testers here. So you'll see one that's specific for double action rongeurs. And you can bite anywhere on this card, and you should hear a nice little pop when you cut. Listen, hear that? That's a nice cut, because this is the exact thickness that you want to hear. Nice pop every single time. All right, and you want to do that about 2 and 3 times to make sure you're getting a nice smooth cut. And guys, that is how you test a rongeur. Peace.